Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to yet another episode of Draft Day Sports Pro Basketball 2023 with the Sacramento Kings. We are looking for our first NBA championship in now our fifth season. And the results have been really good. We got some issues, but the results have been really good. We're 29-7. Still have the best record in the NBA, but injuries have taken a toll. Most noticeably, Keegan Murray broke his leg. He's still out for 21 more days. He's missed about 3 weeks so far. Leon Smith has been out for a week. And it's been a lot of nagging injuries causing players to miss a game here, miss a game there, that sort of thing. If you are wondering how we got to this point and you don't see any videos posted, I've done a couple of live videos, a couple of live streams over the last few days. Go back and take a look at those. Yesterday, specifically, there is some, I did about an hour on a live stream last night, so you can see how we got to, only played till the end of December in the live stream, and I just simmed December offline here. So it's January 1st, and the goal, I think, is to get to the trade deadline. So, and I don't know what the plan is. In the live stream, I was trying really, really hard to trade for either Chet Holmgren or Paolo Banchero or DeJounte Murray, and I couldn't trade for any of them. So I was trying to use Jabari Smith as bait, and he's 4.5 star, but the game doesn't like him. So like if I go here and I do Smith and Leon Smith for DeJounte Murray, and I add Luis Wall, who is our other first-round pick this year. It's cap legal, advantage none, and we're not even close. So the game just does not like Jabari Smith, but we need Smith now. We need Smith now with Murray out for the next 3 weeks. So probably nothing's going to happen here until we get Murray back, and then we can kind of sort it out from there. So we will sim ahead here and see how things go. So we're at home against the defending NBA champions in a rematch of last year's title series. Raptors 25-11 this year, and we emerge victorious, and we lose Dan Angeli now. We'll look at the box score, and then we'll see how bad this is going to be. Angeli with 27 and 10, and then gets injured. Smith with 19, Keon Johnson with 23. How long is our starting point guard out for? Move McCollum into the starting lineup. 11 days. Yeah, we are. We need to sign a free agent. And I think we need to sign. So we're down really one from every position. So I don't think it matters what position we sign. Who's the best free agent out there? This guy looks pretty good. Jeff Doughton. Ooh, Carlik Jones. We're going to do Carlik only because he plays for Windy City right now, and I've called some games for him, and he's looked pretty good. So we'll get Carlik Jones out there just to give us some more depth. All right, so we have 5 injured players. Really? Yeah, DeRozan, Murray, Angeli, Smith. Oh, Jones is out for 82 days. Okay. Well, that's a waste of a contract. I'm going to go ahead and cut him, and unfortunately, we're going to eat the cost, but that's fine. Probably should have looked at that ahead of time, but that's okay. What about the other guy? Jeff Doughton. All right, he's not hurt. We will sign Jeff Doughton. All right, and we have a press conference. Happy with a win. Attitude increases. Jason has done a nice job for us. Richard is a good player. Not really, but all right. So we're 30-7, but we are down 2 of our best players here for the next couple of weeks. Unless we get a couple of days off here, give our players a chance to rest a bit. All right, on the road against the Rockets. I think we're still down everybody, right? Yeah, 2 days for Smith, 9 for Angeli, 17 for Murray, And DeRozan is probable. My guess is we lose this game on the road. Yep. We lose 128 to 107. We do finally get DeRozan back. Have him playing the 3 right now with Murray out. Another road game and a victory. Tony Bradley gets hurt. Pluskinar with 36. Scoring average down a bit. It's dropped about 1.5 points. He's averaging 36. McCollum, 29 and 8 as the starter. Keon Johnson has 25. Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing we had that depth because it's being really tested right now. At home against the Bulls now. What is going on now? Who's hurt now? Oh, McCollum's hurt now. Okay. How long's he out for? He's out for 1 game. All right. So we're without Brad. Oh, we get Leon Smith back, so that's part of the reason it's the number of players that were injured we're not showing. So Smith moves back, and I think we're gonna give a few extra. I gotta get, yeah. He needs to play more. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, at home against the Bulls, and we lose. Yeah, I mean when we're down Murray and Angeli, we're still a good team, but we're not. I mean, we're just okay, right? Like we're not that team with all these players injured. All right, so McCollum is back. Switch him and Bryant. Switch Bryant with Doughton. 12 more days there, 4 more days there. All right, so in about a week and a half, we should be fully healthy. 122 to 114. Pluskinar with 29, 27 for Keon. I figured this would be an opportunity for Smith to step up, but the thing is, his ratings are so good. And these are so good. But the performance just isn't there. I mean, he's just not performing. I mean, he's going to have to be traded. All right. We'll just keep going. Yeah, I mean, the problem is not going to get equal value for him, so it makes sense for us to just keep him. Is what it boils down to here. So I like getting a couple of days off here. It means we don't have to play a bunch of games with players missing. We get a message. Angeli now as a coach has a problem with Jason Kidd. So maybe it's all about Angeli and not Kidd. Let's see. We'll see what happens. Depth-wise, Jelly's out for 1 day. All right, we're getting there. We're almost healthy. Almost healthy. We're on the road against the Pelicans. And we lose. We're 32 and 10. It's been a rough January, but that's not surprising given our current situation with health. But we do get Angeli back now. Once we get Murray back, Wall can go back down to the G League. All right, so we win 113 to 108. Jelly, his first game back, 17 and 6. Smith with a double-double. McCollum, 24 points off the bench. I need to get Keon Johnson back off the bench. Smith is just... We need to figure out what to do with Jabari Smith. All right, on the road against the Raptors. Here's another rematch of the NBA Finals, and we win again. So back-to-back wins over a team that beat us in the finals last season. Jabari with a double-double, 15 and 13, 25 for Pleskanar, 17 points, 13 assists, 7 steals, 5 rebounds for Dan Angeli. Those are pretty damn good numbers for a 23-year-old. DeRozan and Graves with 10 points off the bench. Are we still... Yeah, Murray's out for 3 more days. All right. So we won't play this game against the Sixers, which is fine. Sixers had the worst record in the NBA. We win by 12. Put up a $122 in this one. 6 players in double figures. Pleskanar with 20, Angeli 15, Johnson 14, Carter, DeRozan, and McCollum all score in double figures. So we're off today. We have 2 injured players now. Who's hurt now? Of course. All right, so Smith will come out. Carter will go in. We get Murray back, which is huge. Murray will come in for Johnson. And then Johnson will switch with DeRozan. And then DeRozan will switch with Smith. And Graves will switch with Bradley. All right, so now we have Keon Johnson, DeMar DeRozan. I don't know that I want DeRozan playing 20 minutes a game, but it's fine. All right. So we're 35 and 10. We get Keegan Bradley or Keegan. Keegan Murray. Ugh, God, my mind was all over the place there. Get Keegan Murray back. 3 players with 20 points. Wendell Carter with 13, 4, and 4 in his start. He's been okay. He was at 14-5 and 7-5. Like, that I'm okay with, but 12.6 and 6.6. I mean, he's not starting. It's not a surprise. But those, I don't know. Buyer's remorse again. Maybe. We'll see what happens come February. Maybe we trade them both. And that's $60 million or something like that. So I don't know that we're going to have a way to match that up with anybody, but we'll look. Mikal Bridges and Cameron Johnson both looking to be traded. I think they're both on Phoenix. Yeah, he's not the same player though. Neither is Cam Johnson. All right, we'll just keep looking. All right, so we got a press conference. Jason has done a nice job for us. We love having Keldon Johnson here. And a win is a win. Road game against the Clips, or a home game against the Clips, rather. And we score, and we lose Pleskanar. Let's look at that first. Mild concussion. He's out for 9 days. All right, so Johnson goes right back in the starting lineup. What do I do here? I don't know. I don't know what to... Just the injury after injury after injury. I'm not sure what the answer is. 24 and 10 for Murray. And Jelly had 19 and 12. 20 for DeRozan off the bench. Maybe it's similar to what we did with Anthony Davis. Trade 1 player for 2 to give us a little more depth. And maybe that's the plan. I don't know. All right, let's save this. We have 5 injured players on our team right now. How long is McCollum out for? Or how long is Andrew? He's out for 2 days. All right. We are short-handed. Pluskanar for Wall. Yeah, look at that. Oh, Graves is back, though. That's good. So we can at least do this and this. Oof. At home against the Jazz. And we win. We get 39 points out of Keegan Murray to do it, but we win. 39 and 10 for Murray. 35 for McCollum off the bench. Wow. 18 for Johnson. Yes, it's been a very different looking team here, that's for sure. All right, who's back now? Smith is back. So Smith can come out. Smith can go back in for Carter. Carter can be there. DeRozan can be there. I guess. We've won 6 in a row through all these injuries, which has been impressive. My guess, though, is we lose here on the road. Yep, a 21-point loss on the road. We're down to just 2 players injured now. Get Angeli back. So we'll swap him with Bryant. Swap Angeli with McCollum. We're still without Pleskanar for 3 days, and Carter is back in a couple. All right. Oh, a fumble by Buffalo. Miami scoops it up for a touchdown. Wow. The Dolphins leading in the third quarter. Who would have thunk it? All right. Yes, I'm watching football at the same time as recording this. No game today. I have a team incident. Who got into a fight? Okay. About his playing time. Why is he unhappy about his playing time? He's back from injury. He just came back from injury. Johnson and DeRozan. Graves. All right, so we're healthy. We have no injuries for the first time in ages, and I'm sure that lasts a day. We are at home against the Grizzlies, and we win 113-109 as a healthy team. Yep, we have an injured player already. That lasted 1 game exactly. Smith continues to be bad. Who's hurt now? Graves, he's probable. All right, so it's January 31st. No game today. Sim forward. We got a game on February 1st. Let's start to look and see who is available on the trade block. And we're just going to go team by team here because it's been a fairly short video. Yeah, I've only been going for 18 minutes. So we can take some time on the back end here to see about some potential trades. They've got Javin DeLaurier and Malcolm Brogdon on the block. Brogdon wouldn't be bad as a backup point guard, but yeah, I mean, good ball handler, but he's not the same player that he is right now, obviously. They've got Bradley Beal, Ben Simmons, and Metu. If Angeli was a better shooter, this might be something I would consider because he's elite defensively, but he's just not going to score. But maybe like put him at the 3. Wendell Carter for Ben Simmons. If we did this, I don't think it goes through because it's an advantage us, but if we do this, then we go Angeli at the 1. We leave Pluskanar at the 2, move Simmons to the 3, or put Simmons at the 2, move Pluskanar to the 3, Murray to the 4. Yeah. Very far apart, yeah. But I bet I bet that works, but that wouldn't be enough for me. The problem is they're really bad. So, Damian Dennis, Michael Lovett. Ben Simmons in a first for Jabari Smith. Considerably more in return. Well, what's considerable? What if I include Bryant? Not quite enough value. What if I gave you a second round pick? Not quite enough value. I really don't like Ben Simmons, but if he can just be out there and be I don't know. I mean, that's okay. I mean, he's really, really good defensively, but that's a lot of money. Although getting that first round pick would be nice. So that's something we'll think about. We will think about that. They don't have anybody on the block. The Bulls, Devin Vassell. He's making $21 million this year. Looks okay. Cleveland, Dallas, and Luka on the block. Yeah, that's nice. I don't even know why I'm trying. That's not going to work. Can we come back to Cade Cunningham here? But see, picking up someone like Cunningham goes against what I'm looking to do here, which is add depth. Davion Mitchell. Bring him back? No. Jordan Poole making $35 million this year? No. I'm not minding that Nets deal, truth be told. What is going on here? What is going on here? $34. It's $56. Yeah, I would have to add more. I don't like that deal at all. Jalen Green. I don't know why that team's not better than they are, honestly. A lot of talent. Indiana trading Leonard Evans. Looks like a below average point, 7th overall pick. Doesn't look particularly good. Julius Randle. He's not nearly as good as Jabari Smith, though. That's the problem. Look at the ratings for Smith, and I'm like, I don't understand why he's not better than he is. Lakers don't have anybody on the block. Excuse me. Memphis doesn't have anybody on the block. Wouldn't mind a Pascal Siakam, though. 3 years, 35. So we could do potentially Jabari Smith and Richard Bryant for Pascal Siakam. Maybe. He's a little bit older, but what is his personality? He's a giver. And what's Jabari Smith? I want to see if we're going to have the same issues. He's a planner. So who else can I get from you if... Okay, so we might be able to do Siakam. Duarte. So the salaries match. They don't really have anybody else that I want. All right, well, that's another deal that we can consider. It's something I want to keep in mind, but Tyler Harrow's making 33. We got Derek White. Miami, and we could pick up. He's making play for 2 years. I don't like Derek White. If it was an expiring deal, maybe. Minnesota's got Towns. Shooting percentage is way down, though. Anthony Edwards back. He was out for a while with an injury. Pelicans, they've got Ingram and Harrington on the block. Ingram at 34. He's an achiever. I don't know, maybe Ingram? 26. I would have to add more from a cap perspective. All right, that becomes cap legal. Yeah, the problem is some of these guys are just making way too much money. Damian Barnes, 3rd overall pick. So, you can't, I would rather find a couple of guys making, $10 to $12 million and trade them for Jabari Smith. Orlando has Jeff Burke and Tucker on the block. Philadelphia, Simonovic, Buller, Brown. Yeah, they got everybody on the block. Bring back Miles Turner. No, they're really bad. Phoenix has got Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges, which is something that we knew about. Portland has everybody on the block. Anthony Simons. He's a mediator. I feel like a mediator would be good. So it's cap legal. It's an advantage Portland. Got anybody else I can bring in? Spencer Dinwiddie. Sochan. Simons just moves Pluskenar back to the 3, which is fine. He's really bad defensively, though. Really bad defensively. San Antonio has almost everybody on the block. They're all 2 years. That's the problem, is that I don't want 2-year deals for any of these guys. Unless it's a really... Yeah, John Morant on the block. He's going to be a free agent next year. Utah doesn't have anybody on the block, and Washington. Trae Young, quickly. Winston. Let's go back and talk to Brooklyn. I'm not crazy about this deal, but... it was... just that. Smith and Bryant for Simmons and a first. It's not quite enough value. So if I gave you not quite enough value, I mean, what would be considered enough value? So if we make a deal like this, Jabari Smith, what is Ben Simmons? He's an anchor. I don't know what that means, but he's an anchor. So he can't shoot. We know that. But he can rebound, he can pass, and he can play very, very good defense. Jabari Smith is unhappy. If we can also lock down a top pick, I mean, it feels like the right move. All right, there it is. We make a deal, and we will see how this plays out. So, it wants us to play Ben Simmons at the 5. All right. So Simmons is gonna go to the 3. Murray becomes the 4. Smith is the 5, so that doesn't change. What is this thing doing? We have to reset our. We have to reset. I love the fact that we're getting another first round pick. So we're going to get another high pick because that was Brooklyn, who was terrible. Good luck to Jabari Smith. He's obviously wasn't happy. So we get an elite defensive playmaker back in return. So now we have Angeli and Simmons as ball handlers. All right, so we'll move McCollum there, move DeRozan there. Graves is probable for 4 days. All right, so point guard, it's going to be McCollum. I know he's not a point guard, but as a backup, he's fine. Actually, we can probably just do this. Shooting guard, and that moves Simmons to the point. Yeah, we'll do this. And then Keldon Johnson can come in and he can play small forward, like that. You can probably also play there. Gets him to 18 minutes. Do that too. So Pleskinar's at 32. Keldon Johnson's at 20. McCollum is at 12. Power forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want Murray playing more than that, though. Yeah, I don't want Simmons playing that much basketball. So small forward there. Small forward there and there. Small forward there. Oops. Small forward there. We will bring Clark in to play the 4 there. Bring Clark in to play the 4 there. Make him a small forward there. Cool. And then Graves is going to be the 5. And he will split minutes. Not evenly, but he'll get his playing time. Cool. Let's store. And the other question may be, do we trade Leon Smith to try to get a little bit more depth? Because Smith has been okay. 9 points, 8 rebounds. But we can afford the not defensive liability, but the lapse defensively now that we've got Simmons out there. So we'll just see how it goes, I think. Game 1 at home against the Pelicans with our new look lineup is a 110-97 victory. Let me know what you think of the deal, guys. Let me know what you think of the deal in the comments. Simmons in his debut, 19 points, 5 rebounds, a couple of assists. Plays 35 minutes. Wendell Clark has 16 rebounds off the bench. Pleskanar with 25. We have an injury. Oh, right, we know about the injury. It's Graves, right. And he's probable for 2 days, so we'll probably get him back soon. I mean, when we go to the postseason, we're going to be 9 deep, right? I mean, we've got Johnson, Carter, McCollum, and Graves, and we've got DeRozan, so we're okay, I think, from a depth point of view, as long as we don't continue to get hurt. Brandon Boston, we'll bring in Alex Caruso off the bench. And then it's the best defensive player, Josh, who's not like 1 star. Eric Bradley. We'll bring in the old veteran, Victor Oladipo, for the rest of the season. Why not? All right, February 3rd. And we have a road game at the Lakers. And we lose by 14. Where is that box score? Right there. 32 and 14 for Murray. Pleskanar only has 11. 18, 5, and 9 for Simmons. I want to come in here. And I want to talk to Ben Simmons. And it's going to set it for a month. And we are going to drive and pass more at the expense of catch and shoot. I don't want him catching and shooting at all that often at all. At home against the Warriors, 109-96 victory for the Kings. .26 for Murray to go along with 9 points. That average is starting to climb a bit, which is nice. Simmons only has 6, but he has 11 rebounds. Leon Smith, 9 and 7. Angeli, 8 assists, 16 and 8. Pleskanar with 20. Average sitting right at around 22 a game. He was up close to 24. The numbers dropped here a bit. Bunch of trades. So we want to keep an eye on Brooklyn because we have their first round pick. They are 1, 2, 3, 4. They have the 6th worst record in the NBA right now. Let's just take a quick look and see how Mr. Jabari Smith is doing for them. About the same. He's only played 1 game. Only played 1 game for them so far. All right, Sacramento. Transactions. Look at the trades here real quick. Jason Summerall, Lonnie Watts. I don't know if that's a nothing. We're starting to get into players that we don't recognize. What is the deadline? Is it today? Tomorrow. Okay. Right, key dates. Trade deadline is the 8th. Okay. So, do we have any injuries that we need to deal with? We don't. All right, so we don't have any injuries we need to deal with. Let's do the press conference. Dan has been amazing. Jason has done a nice job for us. I don't think that we need to trade Leon Smith at this point, but yeah, I think I'm happy with the team we have. I think we are in decent shape at the moment. So let's just sim our last game here. It's a road game at Denver. And we win by 14, and there's a bunch more trades. So we win by 14. We are really good. What are we, like 42 and 11 or something? 15.7 rebounds for Murray, 16 and 5 for Simmons, 14 and 16 for Angeli, double-double for Pleskanar. I think we may end up trading Wendell Carter in the offseason. He's been good, but he hasn't been worth the 24, 25, 26 million that we're paying him. Transactions. Isaiah Hartenstein released. Okay. Dalen Terry, David Duke, Derek White for Josh Hart in a second. R.J. Hampton and David Fisher for Precious Achiuwa in a second. No majors. Tobias Harris on the move again. Traded back to Philadelphia, or traded to the Pistons from Philadelphia. All right. Where do we stand? We are 42-12, 7.5 games up on the Clippers. We have the best record in the East, or in the West, best record in the NBA, 3 games clear of Denver. If we look at the team stats, Pleskenar still leading us in scoring, 22.3. Keegan Murray averaging 18, Keldon Johnson averaging 16.5, and Jelly 16.5 to go along with 11 assists. 14.3 for Simmons. Wendell Carter just under 12 and 6. McCollum 10.5 off the bench. 9.4 and 8 for Smith. DeMar DeRozan averaging 7 off the bench for us. Graves having a decent rookie season, 6.5, 6.5. And that's going to do it. So I'm going to sim ahead, guys, offline to the end of the regular season. And when we come back, it'll be the off season, and we will once again make a run at the NBA championship. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.